Shalom, Lord Christ, Israel's off the top. The ISUPK, of course, you're on out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of Junior Hanna. And I'm going to give you guys a second to like, share, and subscribe to this definitely glorious Sabbath service. As we're always told, that's one of the least things that we can do as we kind of combat against this system's way of kind of keeping its truth in, but we're out on the street corners. They can shut us down, we'll just pop right back up. So like, share, and subscribe, do what you do. And then after you get set, we'll go ahead and get started with this Sabbath service. All right. La Yashala, which means to Israel. Akudam, which means to turn and face the east. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Anawa, Shabashamayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shimka, Yahweh, Malakutka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Asha, Baratazah, Kowa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Latananawa, Lachon, Kal, Yawon, Wasalatmanawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalatnawa, Kabiwatwinawa, Wala'ah, Taba'aynawa, Banasanawon, Abal, Hawashaynawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wala'ala, Wa'ata Parath, La'awalamyan, Aman. The Lord's Prayer in English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever, so be it. Hakash the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh, Babkashah, Nathananawa, Hakach, Lerapa'ah, Kalmakalah, Kalmadawa, Hakach, Latahar, Hamatazaria, Hakach, Lahakwayim, Hamathium, Hakach, Al-Rakawat, Hatama'ala, Lagar Shun, Ba'ashim Yahweh, Thubaraman. The Lord, Hakach the power in the English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness, all manner of disease, and the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shai, Wa Micah Allah, Wa Allahayim, Matazabia, Alawat Yahana, Ha Alawapim, Ha Saranyim, Ha Kwatazayunim, Ha Kayoyayim, Wa Ha Akwathian, Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai, Tawada Amun. The blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanded in Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayunya, Al-Hahariya, Ma'ayim, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'ayim, Yahweh, Ashah, Shemayim, Wairataza, Al-Yathan, Mamawat, Regalkai, Al-Yanawam, Shemalkai, Anala, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemalkai, Yahweh, Tazalkai, Al-Yad, Yamyaga, Yawam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wairat, Wayella, Yahweh, Yashamarkai, Yahweh, Mukalrai, Yashamar, Atnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Al, Kaya, Hana, Awiyabika, Yahamayawan, Ra'ash, Al-Anika, Ya'animwa, Sawada, Wayatai, Yawatazua, Al-Tazapamwanyika, Amoria, Lakawa, Wanakankium, Mogoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shemya Sha'ala, Awada, Kaya, Nayawatazua, Laba, Yakadawa, Auyaka, Bariyat, Yakarathwa, Alahaya, Adawam, Wayashimai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wagorium, Gabor, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalet, Palashat, Amyashabia, Tazawar, Gamasha War, Nalawa, Aim, Amaim, Hayawa, Zarawa, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Ashalahum, Kamadian, Kasayasara'a, Kayabian, Banakar, Kawashiwan, Kayashwan, Nashimadwa, Ba'ayanda Ra'a, Hayawa, Da'aman, La'adama, Sha'afama, Nadiyamara, Ka'ara, Wakaza'aba, Wakazabat, Wakadazar, Mana'ai, Kanashiakumra, Ashar, Amaria, Naira Rashad, Lanawa, Af, Nawath, Alahayam, Alahaya, Sha'afama, Kagorgula, Kakwash, Lapanyamura Ka, Ka'ash, Aba'ira Ya'ira, Abahala, Salakia, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Arayam, Kantara Datma, Basa'iraka, Wabasawa Papka, Dabahalam, Mala'ai, Panyaham, Qualyawam, Waibakwashua, Shemkai, Yahweh, Yabashua, Waibahoya, Ayai, Waikaparia, Waibadwa, Waidaiwa, Kai Atha, Shemkai, Yahweh, Labaka, Alyuwan, Alkahara Rataza. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us take to ourselves. Like they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah shall be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, Gebal and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin at the brook of Kizon, which perished and endured. They became as dung for the earth. Made the nobles like a red and like Zeb, yea, all their princes as Zebul and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as the stubble, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, as the flame setteth the mountains on fire, so persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So, Shabu, which means to be seated. Right, we were in the book of Exodus. And if I'm not mistaken, the 17th chapter. And we're going to start at the 22nd verse. Get it with you 1 second. And of course, as always, we're going to get it in the Hebrew first, and then in the English. All right, 27 definitely doesn't have a. 17 definitely doesn't have a. Oh, Khan. Yeah, so we stopped at 14. So we're going to do, pick up at 15, but just as a quick recap. So, of course, they were freed out of Egypt. We don't have to keep giving that extended backstory, but as a quick recap, the Most High definitely showed out for the children of Israel, miracle after miracle, as he freed the children of Israel from Egypt. And in that journey in the wilderness, and to the point where they're getting to the land that the Most High has promised or has set for them, they have certain things that they have to do. They have certain standards that they have to keep, but there's definitely trials and tribulations in this journey. And of course, they got weak when they didn't have food. They got weak when they didn't have water. And now they're at the point where they're going to war with Amalek at this particular land, and Moses was at the top of the hill. He had the same staff that he, I believe, parted the Red Sea with and got the water out the rock with. And as the armies was fighting, Moses, when his hands was lifted up, the armies were prevailing on the Israel side. But when his hands got weak, you know, the enemy started to prevail against Israel. So you had, I believe, Aaron or Joshua and Hur, Aaron and Hur on both sides of Moses, and they stayed up his hands, meaning they helped keep Moses' hands raised above his head with the staff until the evening, until the battle was over, until everything had transpired that needed to transpire. So we're going to pick up where we left off. We're going to start at verse 15 and then go to 16 and then of course start at 18. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 17, starting at verse 15. Wabana, Mashah, Mazabak, Wayakwara, Shemwa, Yahweh, Nasayah, verse 16. Wayamar, Kaya, Yad, Yada, Al, Kasa, Yaha, Malakma, La Yahweh, Ba'ai Malakwa, Madara, Dara, Exit, Wayashemai, Yatharawa, Kahan, Madayan, Kathan, Mashah, Kal, Ashar, Ashai, Aisha, Alayum, Lamashai, Walasha, Shalakia, Wa Yasha'al, Wala Yasha'al, Anwa, Kaya, Haya Tazawa, Tazaya, Yahweh, Ath, Yasha'al, Mamatazarium, Wayaka, Wayakwa, Yathara, Kathun, Mashah, Ath, Tazapara, Ashath, Mashah, Akar, Akara, Salakia, Shala, Kala'a, Kalaha, verse 3. Wa'atha, Shumya, Bunya, Ashar, Shum, Ha'akad, Darashum, Kaya, Amar, Gara, Ayaya, Yathya, Ayaya, Yathya, Ba'arataza, Nakarya'a, verse 5. So like in verse 4. Washema, Hakad, Allah, Zara, Kaya, Allahaya, Abaya, Zaraya, Zaraya, Waya Tazalayan, Salakia, Waya Tazalanya, Makarab, Para'ai, verse 5. Wayaba'a, Yathara'a, Yathrawa, Kathun, Mashah, Wabunyawa, Wa'ashthawa, Al, Mashah, Al, Hamadabar, Ashar, Hayawa'a, Kanya, Ashum, Marah, Hara, Ha'ala, Ha'ala, Yum, Ha'alayim. Salakia. And that is up to through verse 5 up to verse 6 in the Hebrew. Starting at 17 and 15, we'll go ahead and get it in the English. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 17, starting at verse 15. And Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nisai, the Lord is my banner. For he said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. That is so heavy, because you see, as in today's society, we're still battling remnants of Amalek and Amalek today. And at this time, we got to understand from the beginning of the conception of Israel and to the end, which there will be no more, there will be no end, but until all of the prophecies are fulfilled, you got to understand that the Most High has been a man of war. The Most High has wanted us to be in that spirit as we battle in today's society, because every day we walk out of our homes, out of our jobs, it's a warfare, whether it's spiritual, whether it's carnal, you got from the temptations from whether it's your family members, your rib, co-workers, friends, your bosses, just random people on the street, your demons pop back up, everything in between. Our life is warfare. So that's why when you come to serve the Lord, the scripture says, prepare thy soul for temptation. This is one of the things that we must be aware of. I'm going to keep reading it, starting at 18. When Jethro, the priest of Midian, Moses' father-in-law, heard all that God had done for Moses and for Israel, his people, and the Lord had brought Israel out of Egypt, verse 2, then Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took Zipporah, Moses' wife, after he had sent her back, and her 2 sons, of which the name of the one was Gershom, for he said, I have been an alien in a strange land. And the name of the other was Eleazar, for the God of my father said he was mine help, and delivered me from the sword of Pharaoh. And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, came with his sons and his wife unto Moses into the wilderness, where he encamped at the Mount of God. So what we see here is, after this heroic tale, this win for Israel through the power of the Most High God, Moses' father-in-law was hearing everything that the Most High have done for the people and the children of Israel. Now I can imagine this was probably a man, I'm not even going to say that. But what I can say is there's people today now that when you're leaving the everyday life that you was in, that Christian walk, and you start walking according to the Most High God, walking according to these laws, statutes, and commandments, and actually following Christ, people start looking at you different. They talk behind your back, or you join in a cult, this is that, or that's a futile mission, one person can't do it, this, that, and the third. But when the Most High starts showing himself and delivering your people, and they see that you're navigating through all of life's snares and all life's tricks and corners, and you're not falling victim to all of the traps that the Most High, Satan has set out for us, then they start realizing, like, well, maybe I should check out what they got going over there, because I see him doing what he does. He's having fun, moving around, taking trips to Chicago, Las Vegas. He's going all over the world for this truth. and they putting in work, and I'm stuck in the city, living in fear of the cops being behind me every time I drive down the street, living in fear of getting put out, not making it at the job, living in all of these different mental chains. When if you just serve the Lord, you're free. And then you might have to fight a little bit. That's the only thing. When I say a little bit, I'm talking about as in it's not a hard thing. It's not a hard thing to make the choices that the Most High God has gave you the liberty to make. It's not a hard thing to say, you know what? I don't want to be an adulterer today. I'm going to love my own wife. I don't want to be a homosexual or be a part of the alternative lifestyle. I'm going to walk upright according to the scripture. I don't want to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. I want to eat lamb. I want to eat salmon. I want to eat beef. I don't want to celebrate Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Halloween. I want to celebrate the Feast of Booths, the Feast of Sukkot. I want to celebrate Passover, Memorial blowing of the trumpets. Those are the things that we need to be doing. So we're going to end it right there, pick up next week where we left off. Made Israel Majah. It'll be all right. La Yashala. Wapunakodum, which means to turn and face the east. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakaka, Baba'ah, Rakazaka, Hayah, Ashah, Barakaza, Kawah, Hayah, Bashemayim, Nathananawa, Lacham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknanawa, Kabiwatanawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabiwathianawa, Wala'ah, Baba'ayanawa, Banasanawam, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wala'ala, Wa'ata Parath, La'awalamyam, Aman. The Lord's Prayer in English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever, so be it. That's the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Babakashah, Nathananawa. So like it, Hakach, Lera Pa'ah, Kalmakala, or Kalmatawa, Hakach, Latahar, Hamatazarium, Hakach, Lahakwayam, Hamathium, Hakach, Al-Rakawat, Hatama'ala, Lagar Hashem, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Tawada Aman. Hakach the power in the English, Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it. Blessings in the Hebrew, Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shah, wa Ma'ka'ala, wa Alahayim, Ma'kazabia, Alawat Yahana, Ha'alawapiam, Hasaranyam, Ha'kwakazayanyam, Ha'kayayayam, wa Ha'awakim. Salaki Waha Aguathian, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the water Aman. Bless ye Yahweh and Yahweh Shah and Michael and the angels, commanding General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'a, Ayanya, Al-Haharim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Azariah, Ma'ayim, Yahweh, Ashad, Shemayim, Wa'aratazah, Al-Yathun, Lamawat, Regal-Kai, Al-Yanawam, Shemal-Kai, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashun, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemal-Kai, Yahweh, Tazar-Kai, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamal, Hashemash, La'a, Yakaka, Wa'arat, Ba'ayela, Yahweh, Yashamar, Makal Ra, Yashamar, Aknapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'afka, Wa'afka, Ma'athai, Wa'ai, Awalam. Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth Yasha'Allah will not slumber, nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper, Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al-Dalayamaka, Al-Thakarash, Al-Thashakwat, Al-Kaya, Hana, Al-Yamika, Yahamayawana, Ra'ash, Al-Amika, Ya'amimwa, Sawadah, Wayatha, Yawatazua, Al-Tazapamonyaka, Amoria, Lakawat, Wanakankinam, Mugoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shumyasha'ala, Awadah, Kaya, Nayawatazua, Labat, Yakadwa, Alyaka, Bariyath, Yakarathwa, Alahaya, Adaram, Wayashamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wagarium, Gabal, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalak, Palasheth, Amishabiwa, Tazawar, Gamashawar, Nalawa, Amai, Hayawat, Zarawat, Labunya Luwat, Salat, Ashalahum, Kamadian, Kasayasa Ra'at, Kayabian, Banakar, Kawashaman, Nashimadwa, Ba'ayanda Ra'at, Harawat, Daman, La'adama, Shafama, Nadiyamawa, Kairab, Wakaza'aba, Wakazabat, Wakazar, Mana'ai, Kam Nashia Kumra, Ashar, Amaria, Nairashad, Lanawa, Nawat, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shadbumwa, Kagogula, Kakwash, Lapunya Rarakat, Ka'ash, Aba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Harayam, Kantaradatma, Masa'iraka, Wabasa, Wapaka, Tabahalam, Mala'ai, Panyahom, Quayawam, Wayabakwashua, Shimka, Yahawah, Yabashua, Wayabahoya, Aya'ai, Wayakaparia, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kayatha, Shimka, Yahawah, Lubaka, Ayuman, Alkahar Rakazah. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consorted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more remembrance. For they have consorted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assures also join with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin at the brook of Kizon, which perished and endured. They became as dung for the earth, made their nobles like a red and like Zeb. Yea, all their princes as Zebah and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, are the Most High over all the earth. So, all right, if any man would like to be anointed, go ahead and come on up. If nobody wants to be anointed, go ahead and close out. Let's give a courtesy salute. Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah, Najmatah, dismissed.